Good morning to another day. Today is day 9. Yesterday we had you feel stuck but it's because you won't make a decision. Avoidance is disguised stagnation. And that's where I said that I want Archer's ICP and offer to be based on the client's needs instead of making a decision. Um, And my next action to that is that next to asking a bunch of questions, I want to end my calls with the statement of brum, 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 clients being a connector instead of a builder. And then ask what they think about it, because then they can use the work motivation framework. And then we're coming back to the high performance teams, etc. Now I have to admit that now that I'm reading back this may be over engineering the thing already. Maybe I should just keep it much simpler. Um, so when I explore the calls, present the product, and ask how it could serve the industry, not their company, plus show the equations and ask them what they think about it. And then how to reinforce, present the products, ask how it could serve, then the biggest challenge they face. Now, when it comes to the result, I think we're going to have to mix this up entirely. I got a call yesterday that I'm going to be presenting at the Supernova Technology and Innovation Festival in Belgium, which is quite a big deal. So I'm very happy about that. But that means that all of this needs to be sped up. Um, and I don't believe it is possible to create an entire use case where we have figured out the entire problem of the industry and serve this big solution to them. So instead, I'm going to explain. So for the Supernova, explain where the model comes from, demonstrates how it could be useful on a personal level. So they're going to go through the exercise and then follow up with imagine. So I am going to show a use case where they can like see a dashboard with all of the data that comes in, but then I'm going to have them like imagine what they could possibly do with this in their company, and how that could possibly change the world. So then they come up with use cases, and then the ICP and the ideal like solution for certain challenges, all of that is no longer a big issue that we have to solve in less than 27 days. And then if we go back to you feel stuck, but it's just because you won't make a decision. Avoidance is disguised stagnation. I am giving the decision to the audience. That is true. But is it stagnation? I don't believe it is. I think it's getting feedback from the market. And there's no way to avoid it because I am going to give that presentation. And then we can go from there. I may be wrong about this. I am very aware, but this is what feels right in my bones for now, based on the information that I have. So that's what I'm going to roll with. And then we're just going to learn along the way. That's what entrepreneurship's about. But I'm not going to lie about an offer that isn't there. That's just not who I am and how I operate. I'm going to prepare myself as much as I can. I'm going to make a couple decisions on how I'm going to present it. But at the end of the day, companies know their challenges and we only have 25 minutes. So I'm not going to pretend I know them for them. Okay. Day 9. You think confidence comes first, but it's the result, not the cause. You have it backwards. I recognize this a lot. Um, I am trying to like fake my confidence or like show up in a way that shows I know what I'm doing, but it's been very challenging for me. Also, when I was in consulting, um, now I'm blaming my cycle. There's like this 1 week before your period where everything seems to fall apart, and then you get super anxious about everything, including your own capabilities and why you were born into this world. Um, so, what's the example? Let's just take the supernova speech. Um, supernova speech, or like workshop, sofa session. Um, so you think confidence comes first, but is the result? Yes, but even if I don't really know what's going on, I've been taught to fake it till you make it. Um, so you do know what's going on. You prepare incredibly well. You speak to a ton of people, ask their feedback, their input, their opinions, and exercise the talk a lot. Yes, but I'm afraid their feedback is gonna rattle me and mess up my clear view I have right now, which is not even that clear. Um, so you write down your current view so you can compare it with the feedback you get back. Yes, but I have difficulty writing that down. Actually, that's not true. I wrote the entire speech in my sleep last night. That's why I'm freaking tired. um, so write out the speech you designed in your dreams. I'm gonna go for a run after this. I'm gonna suffer so badly. It's the second day that I haven't slept very well. Um, because I'm super excited and I don't know, my brain just knows that it wants to do a ton of stuff instead of sleeping. So write out the speech you designed in your dreams. Yes. But I want to finish the 8 piece of work tests also today because people need to input some data. So I have some dummy data to work with on Wednesday. I planned a meeting with a former colleague of mine who's in data, so he can help me out with the data screen. Um, so the test does reflect the goal you have for it. So ideally, you can finish both today. Yes, but I have an appointment at the Anne Frank house. I've been wanting to see that house for so long, and I'm in Amsterdam. So go and then work. Yes. The Anne Frank house is at 10:30. So that's gonna take like what until noon and then eat something. So I have the entire afternoon until latest evening to finalize the tests and start collecting data. Um, and write out the speech. No, I'm gonna get some coffee. Yes, but it's been a very long time. I've worked so hard. It's been a very long time. I've worked so hard. Well, that's actually not true. I have been working hard, but that wasn't like a pressure like this one. Um, and I still want to validate, and I still want to validate the theory with a professor. Um, so do that, but move in the meantime. Mm, So, okay. Yes, but what if the entire test changes? It won't. 300 plus people have already done it and found it useful. It's based on the science. That professor is not gonna change the fundamentals. Okay, so my one next action, you think confidence comes first, but it's the result, not the cause. It's like preparation, preparation, preparation. Um, I'm gonna ask someone who knows the market well and who knows the um, domain that I see very well. So that's gonna be this guy for sales and yeah, learning and development, I guess I'm gonna call it. Um, then this guy is gonna help me with the data. And then for the speech itself, I'm gonna ask her. Um, um, and then I'm gonna ask him for the sales learning and development as well. Because they both know the market and they both know sales and they both know the domains that I like to work in. And then when it comes to practicing the speech, I'm gonna organize a test event. The test event is like, I don't know, making myself trip up. I don't know why, because I'm thinking about where I would do it, and then I'm thinking about projective group. At the same time, I don't know brum, 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 if that makes any sense for them, to them, if they even want to do that for me. Um, I mean, what could I give them in return? Not brum, 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 brum. Well, if there would be companies interested in the implementation part, and I can use them for the change management or the implementation. So I am going to, okay. So sales, learning, development, test event. So I just need to contact that guy so that we can organize all of that in projective group, I think. Okay, so my one resulting action. Oh, I still need to validate the model. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, let's just call that. Yeah. But my one resulting action today is have this guy on board for sure. Um, plus prep the test, plus write out the speech and start collecting data, write out the speech, plus DM to collect data. Okay, that's not one action, I know. But bon, it is what it is. Bum, 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 bum. Well, if I have to put them in order of importance, I think these two are top of mind today, and then this and this can come later. How to reinforce? Well, after Anne Frank, I'm just going home. That's it. I'm just gonna work on this today. Do it today. Do it today, and then tomorrow I'll talk to you about the results. Well, actually, no, today's Saturday, so tomorrow Sunday. Normally I'm taking a break, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that now. Let's see. I'll let you know.